Kia ora Rotorua. Tonight on this edition of City News, a Law Society spokesman says the Gang Patches Bill definition of gang insignia is too broad. The Salvation Army is thanking locals for their generous support this year, and local netballer Irina Makare is re-signed to the Magic squad for 2013. A bill to ban gang patches in schools, police stations and work and income offices, introduced by Rotorua MP Todd McClay, is before a select committee. The committee is hearing submissions for and against the bill. Law Society Human Rights and Privacy spokesman Robert Hesketh has told the committee that the bill could be too broad and accidentally capture people who are innocently wearing gang colours. He said insignia was too widely defined in the legislation and would capture clothing which was not intended to be intimidating. Mr McClay's bill is related not only to gang patches but coloured clothing which was associated with gangs. Mr Hesketh said the Law Society felt that the bill should not progress beyond the Select Committee stage, but if it did, it needed to be amended to tighten the definition. The Salvation Army is thanking locals for their generous support this year. Captain Brian Martin says donations through the year have meant better food parcels for those in need, and that makes everybody feel good.
And over the last year, because of the donations of the public, we've actually been able to support people better and better food parcels this year. You know, and the money that we haven't had to spend on tins, we've been able to buy fresh vegetables, we've been able to buy meat, and some of those things that we've had, you know, because they've been supported so well, the food parcels have been so good this year, you know, and we as an organisation feel good that we're actually making change in people's lives.
Captain Martin says with Christmas approaching, many people will be prioritising as money is tight in the community.
Well, I think there's, you know, increased costs. All of us know, we go to our shopping, there's increased costs there, and Guy Fawkes has just been along, you know, kids, you've got to celebrate somehow, you know, and so there's been these, you know, every year events that happen and they take extra money, increased power bills, increase this, you know, even to buy the Christmas presents this year for the kids is going to be more than last year, and so we're always having to, you know, make ends meet, and people are on tighter budgets this year. There's less money to go around, you know, jobs are tighter, we've seen it in the community, so, you know, it's all about, you know, where's their dollar going to go this year and what's their priority.
And we have more on how you can help the Salvation Army help others this Christmas in tonight's City News. Keep Rotorua Beautiful coordinator Christine Finden says she's still abuzz over the organisation's win of the Supreme Award at last week's Trustpower Spirit of Rotorua Awards. It's the first time Keep Rotorua Beautiful has won the award, which includes representing us at the National Awards in March. Mrs Finden says she's just found out that an 8-minute presentation will be required at the finals competition, with the outline to be completed by early next month. She says she's meeting with the board and the community about what to include in the presentation. In sport tonight, local netball star Irina Makare has been re-signed to the Waikato Bay of Plenty Magic for 2013. The full squad was announced on Monday, with commentators calling the team a mix of the familiar and the new. Magic are the reigning ANZ Championship netball title holders and launched their squad with Kia Motors, the team's major commercial partner. The franchise will now be known as the Kia Magic in the new season and has a stable look to it while also introducing a handful of youthful new recruits. The retention of Silver Ferns quartet Irene van Dyke, Laura Langman, Casey Williams and Leanna de Bruin ensures continuity and an experience base for the Magic. Coach Nolene Taurua says training starts later this month with the goal of securing the championship trophy for another season, and that would be awesome. To view the full team, you can go to the Kia Magic website. To the weather now, Rotorua, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, more fine weather with light winds, an overnight low of 2. Tomorrow for Friday, fine with early frosts, light winds, a high of 17 and a low of 2. And the outlook for Saturday, mainly fine with light winds, a high of 20 and a low of 6. And if you're contemplating heading out onto the lake, the marine forecast for Lake Rotorua, variable 5 knots becoming northeasterlies 10 knots for a time in the afternoon. Waves less than half a metre, but yes, good fine weather forecast. And don't forget, for program listings and other info, you can check out our website, that's tvrotorua.co.nz, and you can also upload your favourite videos and photos as well. Still to come in tonight's program, Carly Jackson checks out supplies at the Salvation Army Food Bank. Alan Solomon reports on last week's Lakeside launch, and we hear about events planned around this year's White Ribbon Day.